Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. And today we have the Nintendo Switch review. So let's just get straight into this. So as you guys may know, that the Nintendo Switch can be used in handheld mode, or in docked mode, or in tabletop mode. So yeah. So guys, the Nintendo Switch comes with a controller. So I'm just going to talk about the Joy-Cons in particular, not necessarily the console. I'll talk about that a little bit later. But the Joy-Cons are actually on themselves. The Joy-Cons are actually quite small. I mean, if you look, they're like, my hand is bigger than it, so it's a bit. I kind of feel like they're a bit small, really, for my hand. But like, since most people are like who are playing this are children, with Mario and stuff, so it's like they're not too big, but like when you chuck them in the controller, they're actually like quite a bit bigger. And you've got, the controller itself has got these grips, so you can really hold on to it. And it's a lot easier to use than with the Joy-Cons themselves, like in handheld mode. Yeah. So in handheld mode, you do have to have them like that. But there are like a lot of accessories for the Nintendo Switch. One of them being that you can get like these kind of grips on the side here with the Switch, but some of the accessories I don't really like. So yeah, but like if you do want to have the side grips for like in handheld mode, then you can obviously go and buy those. Now guys, there are these wrist straps that come with the Nintendo Switch when you buy it. And actually they're pretty small. Some people have been complaining that they're hard to take off. I'm just going to show you with the Joy-Cons on them. Okay guys, so like they do fit obviously, but there's this little tab here, and then if you push it up, it locks it. So the when you press the button, it can't come out. And it makes the top two buttons, like if I just show you without them on. So as you can see, without it on, there's these buttons here, and it just doesn't feel as good as when you have this on. But apparently they are very difficult to take off. I haven't had that issue. I found them quite easy to take off. I mean, you just press the button and then... I just find it pretty easy to do. I'll not show you on the camera, but I personally find it easy to take off, not difficult. I did once try to take the Joy-Cons off with it in locked mode, which is pretty silly. But like I just find them quite easy to take off, really. But that's my personal opinion. So of course there are a lot of other reviews. But yeah, the Joy-Cons might be small. But actually, there's a lot of tech that is in these. I mean, you got this motion camera sensor thing. I don't know what that does, but there's motion tracking in these, so the Joy-Con knows where it is, and if you see the sofa, like it knows if it's coming towards it. So, like I don't know what that does. I guess it prepares itself to be hit or something, I don't know. But it knows where it is, so it knows, like, the Switch knows where the Joy-Cons are. But let's actually talk about the... oh, wait, no, there are actually these features. If, like, you press this, it takes a screenshot of what is on the screen, or in TV mode, or whatever the case is. So that is a nice feature. I haven't used it yet, but I know a lot of people have used it. And you can also add text to the screen, like in one of those snapshots, and then you can get like memes and stuff. So there's this home button here that just makes you go to the home. Some people are annoyed that this isn't a D-pad, but when you have just a single Joy-Con, you can see that they are like the same. There's a little bit a gap here. It's kind of bigger. Oh no, then this one here actually. And this one is shorter than this gap. But that is why you've got the thing here, and then the joystick isn't here. So I'm okay with that. Of course, the Switch Pro controller. I haven't got that yet, but you can obviously go and have a look at it. I'm gonna get it though. But it is exactly the same layout as the Joy-Cons, and there's also an amiibo where you tap it onto the Joy-Con. I think it's on the thumbstick. Not really sure, but you can actually press the thumbstick in. So I guess that's an extra button, like with the PlayStation 4. So yeah, let's just talk about the actual Switch itself rather than the controllers. Okay, so the Switch itself, we're just going to home. So you see I've got 4 games. No, actually, I've also got YouTube. But you've also, there's these features at the bottom. So you've got news. So it will tell you all of the like all the new games. There's actually quite a lot of news. There's also racing games. There are WRC8 and the FIA Truck Racing Championship coming to the Switch, but like they aren't. Oh, I haven't got them out. Like I don't know. I think they're out. No, WRC8. I don't think is out yet. But I'm pretty sure the Truck Racing Championship game is out. So you've also got the eShop, is where you buy your games. Album, it's where you would have your photos. So when you press this button here, they would all be here. If we go to controllers, you see it's got all the battery life of all of the controllers on Switch, and I find this a very nice feature. So if I'll just do it off camera. Okay, guys. So you see, if I'll take the Joy-Con off, it's gonna have it there, and it's not gonna be on there. Of course, if you take the blue one off, it'll be exactly the same. I'm just gonna put this in the TV mode. To show you, it's exactly the same on the screen. The screen is exactly what you're seeing here is exactly. It's gonna be exactly the same on the TV. So it's like if you're playing on the TV and you need to go somewhere, it's as simple as just picking the thing right up. But I do want to say, don't just carry the Nintendo Switch by itself. Get a case. So I'm going to show you a case right now. Okay, guys. So this is a case that I've got. So you see the Switch. I'm just going to put the Switch in. Okay, guys. So the Switch. This is literally made for the Switch to fit in, and then you would just put this on the screen. Don't worry, this is soft, so don't worry about that. Also, I would get a screen protector. I have got a screen protector on right now. I'm not sure if you can see on camera, but I have got a screen protector because the screen is easily to get scratched. Of course, you drop it. The screen is made out of plastic, so, as well as the Joy-Con. I mean, like it's just plastic. So but also, with a case, you can also store your games. So if you see, it's quite dark, but here you can like fit your little cartridges in. I mean, if you see, look on the top of the Switch, like the cartridges are super small. That obviously means it's easy to lose them, but I mean, obviously, I wouldn't put them in these. I would just use the game case, like just put them in a bag. I know if you haven't got a bag, there is a Nintendo Switch bag that you can buy. I don't know how much it is, but you can buy it. Obviously, on top of the Nintendo Switch is like the power button. Obviously, you can, if you hold it for like 1 or 2 seconds, this screen pops up, and it says sleep mode, or if you go to power options, you can restart the console or power off. Obviously, there's this close, so if you don't want to do that, then you can just close it. As well, obviously, there's volume buttons. And there's also a headphone jack, so you can, if you've got YouTube, then you can listen to that. And also, you can listen to the games. Makes it easier to just listen to stuff. Also, on the topic, there's this little vent, so the air can get into the Switch, because the Switch does get very, very hot. That's my personal experience. It gets hot. Like, I don't know if other people's Switches get hot, but there's also in the back of the Switch. Have I done something? No, I haven't. There's also these little air tubes just to get more air into the Switch. Also, there is a kickstand. That is made out of plastic, but it means that in tabletop mode, you can like stand it up. So you don't have to constantly be holding the Switch in like handheld mode. Actually, I want to turn the Switch off. Yeah. But the stand does actually, if you give it enough force, not too much, it does come out. So that is like, I guess it's a good feature. I'll show you in a minute why, but it means you can lose the stand. That isn't too good. But I'm going to show you why it coming out is a good feature. Actually, no, guys, before I show you the feature, there is a micro SD card slot. So I know the Switch comes with 32 gigabytes of storage, which isn't a lot, obviously. If you download games, you don't have them in cartridges, then that is going to take up more storage, because if you get a cartridge, all the game data is going to be saved onto the cartridge. So you don't have to like use up system memory, but 32 gigabytes isn't a lot, so you can obviously buy a micro SD card, especially if like you download games. The storage is going to run out pretty quickly. And actually, micro SD cards aren't that expensive. But obviously, the Nintendo official licensed ones are actually, you shouldn't buy them, because I know that you can buy some gigabyte like micro SD cards for a lot cheaper. I'm going to show you right now what one you should buy. So guys, this is the micro SD card that you want to buy. You want to buy a micro SCXC card. Obviously, you can like there's different range. So if you want to get the maximum amount, you can go with a massive 512 gigabytes micro SD card. But obviously, this is going to be expensive. You can buy less that is cheaper. So obviously, if you only want a bit, then you can just get 16 gigabytes. Obviously, that's going to make a massive difference in price. So yeah. Okay, guys. So this obviously can come off. Now, if you forget you have this open, now if you try to dock it, then well, this is what happens. And the things come off. If it didn't come off, this would probably either snap off, which would break it, or like I don't know, it would just it wouldn't be as good as just popping right off. This is a nice feature. Obviously, if the like I have heard some people that it just comes straight open, like it doesn't click, can't open, it just easily comes open. If you want to fix that, you just want to get this, you see it, and you want to just press it on a hard surface. Obviously, I don't have that issue, but I have heard of that fix. So it's a pretty easy way to just fix that if you have that issue. So yeah. Guys, so there's this issue, it's a very big issue, that this when the Joy-Cons, when they slide off, there's this thing that when they're in, it holds them there. But that thing is easily able to break, and then all you have to do is press it with not very much force with your finger, not having to press the button at all, and it will just come straight off. That is going to be a big issue when you're in handheld mode, because you're holding it and then the Joy-Con comes flying off. That isn't going to be nice. Because you could be holding it in like the air like this, and then have the Switch console drop onto the floor. I know this is a soft surface, but if you were on a hard surface, like, I don't know, a sofa, well, that's actually pretty soft. Oh, I know, this. That is hard. If that happened on this, then that would probably break the console. I know this isn't a review on the thing. I don't know if you want a review on that, then like you can get it. I don't know if you just comment. But this is really hard, so that isn't gonna be good for the Switch. But you can buy another lock that's harder. I think the standard lock is made of plastic, so that's obviously how it just chips away, and then the Joy-Con can just go straight up and out. So that obviously isn't very good. I'm just gonna make this look like a Nintendo Switch. Okay, guys, so there is actually a very, very nice feature that I found out in a durability, like someone, like a test. Someone purposely destroyed their Nintendo Switch for me to find this out. The buttons on the Nintendo Switch are not just plonked on there. The buttons, like the white bits in the button, are the button. Like the white goes all the way through the button. So if any of you have had stuff just rub off or anything like that, that will literally never ever happen on this Nintendo Switch. The letters are properly in the button. So that is a very nice feature. I don't know if it's on these, I'm guessing, as well. But if you're worried, if you drop the Nintendo Switch, maybe without a screen protector, I guess, if you drop it, the screen is made of plastic, so it's not like glass. Glass would break if it was on something hard. This is a carpet. But like again, hard. If you dropped it on this, it's plastic. So yeah, I would definitely suggest getting a screen protector for the screen. It would be better to have the screen protector chip away a little bit than the actual screen chip away and even get damaged, because this dock, I know it's the official Nintendo Switch dock, but inside is basically hard plastic. So it, like this, every single time you dock your console without a screen protector, the screen rubs up against the hard plastic in here, and it's pretty solid. Now the dock itself is very nice because it makes a portable console a console like a PS4. So it is very good. So you see there's two USB ports here, so I guess if you have like the charging grip, this is the standard grip. I don't know why that Nintendo didn't give us the standard, like I don't know why they gave us the standard grip in the original bundle. I don't know why they just didn't give us the charging grip. But it's probably because the Joy-Cons can go for 20 hours without needing to be charged. So if you're ever afraid of Joy-Cons dying, all you have to do is put the Switch in the dock to charge it. Because when you put the Switch into the dock, it does charge it. So that is a very nice feature. Because if you open this up, you've got a port here, and then like when you put it in, it just charges, and then it goes all the way to, if we go behind here, B1. This is a mess. So yeah, I told you it was gonna be a mess, but we have it's like everything is labeled because this is such a mess. So you see, we've got PS4, we've got a bunch of labels because everything is just a mess. But this allows it to charge, and you've got this. When you press it, it charges. So that's nice. Also, there's a HDMI cable, so it connects to a TV. If we go around here, so that's a nice feature. I'm just gonna close this. It's also this. That's why there's two wires. One to charge the Switch and one to connect it to a TV. So the Switch, if you wanted to buy one in 2019, I mean, the Switch came out in 2017, so that was ages ago. If you want the Switch Lite, it is £80 cheaper. That is a lot of money, but if you read up on the Switch Lite, I'm not going to make a Switch Lite whole review on that. I'm not going to get it at all. But my sister might, I don't know. But a lot of features have been removed, I'm going to say that. So I would rather pay more for more features. So that is the end of the review. Overall, I would give the Switch about a 9 out of 10, because I do feel like there are some things that are just a bit, I don't know. I mean, like in here, they are in the rails are made of not plastic, sorry, metal. So it's better than having a whole console made out of plastic. Plastic isn't too strong, so I do feel like that is a bit lacking. But overall, the console is very, very good. I mean, like, it's like a PS4 and a PS Vita kind of like combined in kind of like a Nintendo, obviously weird kind of way, um, and I like it. So that is the end of the review. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to like the video. Remember to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.